Okay, so let's start with the topic. Let's start with the GD. Let me give you the topic and then we can talk on that. The topic is Tokyo Olympics during COVID wave, COVID second wave. Tokyo Olympics during second wave of COVID. Tokyo Olympics during second wave of COVID. So that is the topic. Just think for a while and then we initiate it. Okay, so I think we can start now. Priyal, can you introduce now about the topic?
Yes. Yes. Good evening, friends. My name is Priyal, and the topic that we have been given today is Tokyo Olympics and COVID-19 second wave. I think, guys, this is a very relevant topic since we are seeing this in front of our eyes. It is happening right now. And I think this will be a very fruitful discussion. I take this opportunity to initiate the introduction of this topic. Faster, higher, and stronger. This is the motto of Olympics. Somewhere we see that the motto of Olympic itself promotes a healthy being and fitness. Now, I think carrying out Olympics in such a situation where we are seeing that the entire medical infrastructure of Japan has crashed in the fourth wave. Carrying out Olympics in such a scenario destroys the very meaning, the very purpose and the motto of Olympics. So in my opinion, I would strongly disapprove of this action. Here I pass on the discussion. Thank you.
Yeah, Devinder, go ahead.
Good evening, friends. My name is Devendra Pandey. Today's topic of discussion is Tokyo Olympics during second wave of COVID. In my opinion, this topic is of current relevance as well as interesting too. And in my opinion, as we all know that during COVID, we all have seen a lot of lives lost as well as there were many deaths as well. And we can't consider Olympics at this stage. And yes, we know that premature celebrations will always lead to dangerous situation as we face in India as well. We have seen the impact of IPL also, as well as many other functions which can act as super spreader also. So we are going to have a fruitful discussion on it.
Okay, so Vinayak.
So, good evening, friends. My name is Vinayak. I take an opportunity to start the discussion. Friends, the topic given for us is today Tokyo Olympics during second wave of COVID. And in my opinion, this is the topic of current relevance. And nowadays in social media, this question is trending that the Tokyo Olympics will be ahead or not, or conducted or not. But the people in Japan, 80% of them are saying that this Olympics should cancel because the COVID cases are in Japan are tremendously increasing, and doctors in Japan are saying that it will be difficult to decrease the COVID cases until the 2 months are left. But the spreading is also fast. But now Tokyo is under the state of emergency also. And experts are saying that around 90,000 people will arrive in this Olympics. And they pointed out that the Japan is also facing the low vaccination. That is around 5.2% only the public have received the vaccine. But in other way, the IOC is saying that the games will be conducted and they will follow the safety rules. So these were some points. Now I all invite to participate in the discussion.
Okay, Rahi, please proceed ahead.
Yeah, good evening, friends. So the topic for our today's discussion is COVID versus Tokyo Olympics and this COVID situation. So COVID, most recently, this Olympics were held in 2016 in Brazil. And the 2020 Olympics were going to be held in Tokyo, Japan. And this was the second time that it were going to be held in Japan. The it was scheduled to be held from 23rd July to 8th of August. 24th July to 9th of August 2020. But now they have been postponed to 23rd July to 8th of August.
Yeah, Rahi, go ahead.
Hello. Yeah. Sorry, I just got the call, so that's fine. And the healthcare system in Japan has really crashed. So, what the doctors and all are saying over there, and even the public in Japan, they are saying that the Olympics should be postponed. But the organizers are saying that they should be held, as they are monitoring all, like how it can be tackled, how it can be held. So I personally feel that first comes the health, and instead of winning, uh, what people should think is, first they should win the war against COVID, and then these games can be held.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think first round of introduction is done. And now we go for the second round of discussion, in which you people will participate among you and discuss with you about this particular topic. So I expect a smooth discussion from all of you so that we can conclude very well at the end. So go ahead and discuss among yourself for this topic.
Good evening, friends. My name is Priyal, and I would like to initiate the discussion. Guys, I would like to give a very philosophical point of view here. Guys, I think instead of competing with each other, inter-country competition, I think now is the time that we unite with each other and compete against this virus. I think this should be the real Olympic, and not, competing with each other. I don't know what exactly is going on in the mind of Japan. We cannot say. I think they are doing this for economic gains, maybe, but not at the cost of lives.
Yes, Priya, you well said that economic gains can't overpass the lives of people. We can gain
Exactly.
economy, whether it's sports or anything. Maybe it's for enjoyment, maybe, but
Yes.
it can't be in the price of lives of the people. Although they are saying that
Right.
they will make
Exactly.
the bio bubble or anything, we have seen that everything fails in terms of COVID. Firstly, there is a need of vaccination for everyone.
Yes.
Then it can happen. Although they delayed for 1 year, they can delay another 1 year. But in this way, we can save many lives because it's a
Yes.
world event and everyone will join for it from all over world.
Yes.
Japan
Yes.
is,
Yes,
you're right,
Tejinder, exactly.
and
Like, it's a
what the
global event, and people
what
from
the
all around the world are going to come in Japan. Now, I think Japan already is in a very critical state. They are shutting down, restaurants at 8 p.m. And now, how can you organize a global event which will involve so much international movement, so much
Yeah,
international travel?
I, I
I don't
agree
think
yeah,
it
that.
you're
is
right.
a good move.
You're right, but what the organizers are saying, that in 2010, swine flu had affected. Then 2016, the Zika virus had also affected. So they're saying that in this COVID situation, by taking precautions, by taking certain measures, they can conduct these Olympic Games. And I think the main reason they are focusing on this, like conducting the games right now, is because other countries like USA, USA said that they'll held the events, these Olympic events in their country. If Japan is in this severe situation, they can conduct these games in USA or London. So I think that's why these Japanese, like Japan, is focusing more on conducting the games right now.
I want to add
Yes,
two
Rahi,
points like
exactly. I
that.
think why Japan is focusing on conducting Olympic even in such a scenario is because Olympic brings in a lot of business to the country. It brings in
Right,
a lot of people from outside,
correct.
a lot of sponsors, and a boost in the economy. But I don't think now is the time to boost the economy. Now is the time to save your country. As it is, Japan, the entire medical system has crashed. The fourth wave is has affected Japan like anything. So I don't think this is the right time to focus on Olympics.
Yes, but the organizers are saying that they will not allow any foreigner spectators are allowed at the games, so that that removes some of the people's, the around 10,000 people can be visitors, which will be not allowed. So it may decrease the count, but the government is saying that we should conduct. But the people in the Japan, it was in the history that all the people everywhere they will allow the Olympics, but in the history it was now only it is doing that. In the Japan there are many rallies are going on that are saying we should not conduct.
Yes,
So
Vinayak, as you said that people from the foreign in the form of tourists will not be allowed, but those players who are coming to play, they will surely be allowed. And whether they check it, have seen that all the tests are not 100% sure. Even after testing COVID negative, some people come out to be COVID positive. There will be the staff members, or there are many ways by which COVID is spread. Like Rahi told that there is the virus like Zika or any other, but we know that these viruses are not that much spreadful as compared to COVID. So we can't compare those viruses with
Yes,
COVID because
very true.
they didn't lead to lockdown. We have seen the situation in our country
Yes.
also.
yes,
It's really a difficult time for whole world, and it's not a time to play or focus on economy.
yes, I agree with you. But Japan is also saying that they will get vaccinated before the Olympics is started. If that is true, means they can do. But to do that, they should give daily at least some millions of vaccines to overcome up to date in 2 months.
Vinayak, they told that they are going to add AstraZeneca and Moderna also, although they are having Pfizer jabs,
Yes,
but they are having only
Guys,
5.2%
I think
of vaccination now.
yes, I think Japan is a very disciplined country and they do what they say. But it is only that this event being such a big event, at such a global level, I think it will be almost near to impossible to restrain the spreading of the virus.
And country is made by the people, and here the people are protesting. Although Japan is famous, but for their people, and here the people are protesting that please don't do Olympics here.
yes, they are thinking
Around
about the economic
2005.
also, because for this Olympics they will be investing so many crores and so much money for this Olympics only. But they are thinking that this will be lost. This is the one problem only. I think they are thinking.
Around 205 countries are going to participate in this Olympic Games. So I think they can do this one thing, that they can take measures, like they can do quarantine of the players. They can quarantine them, then they can take some precautions. Then even they'll not be allowed to move out of the Olympic stadium or that center. So by this, they can conduct the games, and no other people should be allowed to enter over there. And even I read that even media is
Guys,
going to.
one thing that I would like to point out here is
Yeah.
that it involves a lot of people. It will involve the food supplies for the players, the maintenance of the stadium, the maintenance of the grounds. If there are swimming pools, then the maintenance of that, security check of the players, arrangement for staying, hotels. So it will include a whole lot of people.
Yes,
So
but
Adding
those
to
restraining the
your
people
virus
point,
shouldn't be
is
Priyal,
allowed
I
almost
to
want to
near
move
to
out
say
of
impossible.
that
there.
yes, Priyal, adding to your point that there are many maintenance facilities and all, we can say, but there is one more staff, that is doctors and nurses. Although we are seeing that Japan
Yes.
is also in deficit in terms of nurses and doctors, and they are not enough hospital beds. And now they are going to divert those also to the event of Olympic. So it's not a justified for their citizens also.
Yes, definitely it is not justified.
Okay, so I think now is the time we can conclude. So I'll give 1 minute to each one of you to conclude whatever discussion we had, and I start from Priyal only.
Yes. So I think we all had a very fruitful discussion. We have some good outcomes out of the discussion. like Rahi and Vinayak, they pointed out how the organizers are planning to maintain the bio bubble, how they are planning to keep the spreading of virus into a safe limit. But on the other hand, myself and Devendra, we were constantly saying that it is not justified. Olympics and games and all the arts and cultural activities are good, but not at the cost of lives. So this was the entire conclusion of our discussion. Thank you.
Okay, Devendra.
Thank you, sir. Our discussion is really fruitful. Lot of information came. Like Rahi and Vinayak told that there are many facilities by which we can control COVID spread and we can conduct it safely. On the other hand, we were against that and we were saying that yes, it could be done, but with some time limit that we can do it after vaccination and all.
Okay. Okay, Vinayak.
Okay, friends, I take an opportunity to conclude the discussion. We had a very good discussion and fruitful discussion, and many of them told that their points that some said that they can conduct and some have not said that it will be not good at this time. But starting with Payal said that he has started with the motto of the Olympics and he had explained in such a way that it should be not conducted in this way, or this is not time to conduct the Olympics. And Rai said about the infrastructure, how we can develop or how we can be conducted in different ways. And Devendran said in both the way that it can be conducted or not. Both the points we have. So we have both the points that how we can conduct or not conduct. So we had a very fruitful discussion.
Okay.
Thank you.
Rahi.
Yeah, so we had a fruitful discussion, and as Priyal and Devendra said that life is more important. Life is more important than these games, and it is totally correct. And I and Vinayak, we were continuously focusing that the games can also be held by taking some measures. So this was the conclusion of our total discussion. Like it can be done, it can be conducted like either ways. But first, we should prioritize on lives, saving the lives.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay, so you see, today this discussion was good. I mean, you people participated. So the topic was Olympics during the time of COVID. Yes, now there are certain reasons. You know, last time it was cancelled, postponed. Sorry, it was postponed to this year. And last year the situation was not that grave. This year situation is even pathetic, more pathetic than last year. So only fact that we have spent money and now we are prepared and we can go for it, or our economic loss will be there, that cannot be the criteria. Especially when Japan has not immunized, when Japan may doctors and people are against it, doctors are against it, and situation even health infrastructure is not very good over there as to meet these requirements. Had it been the situation of countries like USA where now things are under control, we could have even thought of it, but not in Japan, because Japan may system still is not in control or order. And last year it was to be held in July 2020. Now it is July 2021. During this 1 year, they could not immunize their own population. It looks like a situation like India only, though Japan is a developed country, but still they could not immunize. So that means everything is not in order in that country. And 10,000 people are going to participate. We cannot create the bio bubble, whatever we want to create. So from all these aspects, we have to take a side. So what side we have to take? It is like we should not go for this particular thing. We should not go for Olympics. That is the advice. I mean, and when we have to take a side, and then we have to give our points why we are giving this sides. And I've sent you the videos, small clips, where we can say, okay, this is the reason. Only 5% people have got immunized from this. People are against it. Government people in government are also, some people are against it. So why do we want it? What is the hurry? Why do we want it? Only because we have spent money or there will be loss. There is no cost of human life. So that is what we can take. You people have given right valid point, and Rahi tried to say that even if it is to be there, these are the precautions should be taken care of. I mean, people and all. But Rahi, in the beginning, she said, okay, it cannot be done. it is the second time Olympics is taking place in Japan. That is what Rahi said. She said that last year it was postponed and the health system is crashed. So first let's fight the war against COVID and then we will compete. That is how Rahi introduced, and then at the end, in the between, she said, okay, Japan is focusing more on going for this. Why can't it be shifted to Japan, US and England? So is this that no, it should not go to US and England? So we want it. That is what Rahi said, and then she gave some kind of guidelines that even if it is to be done, we should think of this. But we should say no. First, my opinion is it should not be done. Even if it is to be done, extra precaution is to be taken, and that you may lose the charm of Olympics itself. So Olympics are global games, events, you know, they are to be enjoyed by lakhs of people. During this situation, when the situation, people are dying, people may not enjoy it. That is the point. Priyal said, okay, this is a very relevant, and he said faster, and that motto, he talked about Olympics motto. What was the motto, Priyal? What did you say?
Faster, higher and stronger.
Yeah, and he said that the motto says that you need to remain healthy, and we are going very against the motto itself. So medical system is crashed. Priyal made a good starting, and then he said real Olympics will be joining hands together against COVID rather than competing in the playground. That is what he said, and we should not bother about the economy. So in between also Priyal participated nicely, and the conclusion was good, Priyal, today. You could tell about others also. So all your three sections you handled well, Priyal, today. This is how it has to be.
Sir.
And then Vinayak said, okay, is under emergency, so 9,000 people will come. Vaccination part, Vinayak said vaccination part is less. Indian International Olympic Committee, I think he mentioned about that also. So they want to go forward and something like that he mentioned in the introduction. In between Vinayak, main body mein Vinayak ka participation was less. He did not participate that much. But at the end, Vinayak concluded that was better than his last conclusion. Devendra said many lives have already been lost, and Olympics mein we cannot afford more lives to be lost in Olympics. That is what introduction Devendra gave. And Devendra also talked about that people are protesting against it. That is the in between part he said. And conclusion part was also given by Devendra, that was better. So I can tell about today that you people were having some points. Let me tell you that whenever you participate in group discussion, stick around the topic and write couple of points which you want to say, listen to others, and not only your own points, listen to others, and the points will come from them also. And conclusion has to be conclusion of all of the members, and that is what you could do today. So I will say overall it was good participation, especially for Rahi and Vinayak. You were not participating in the previous GDs. It was a good discussion, and Priyal has come to one particular level now. So Priyal ke liye GD part is now really good, and his way of participation is improving now. Fine. So this is all from my side. So I have sent you many topics and newspaper cuttings, which I am going to send otherwise also. Please keep yourself aware about the topics. And current affair and GDs are little different things. Not every current affair issue is a part of GD. But yes, there are some topics of GD which are really very important points, topics, something like this. That can we have Olympics during COVID? So we need to know what kind of topics. And of late, we have done many current issues, and all these are available on the panel. Please go through those issues, small video clips. And I have sent you related to some more topics also related to, I think, new IT laws and social networking sites, blockage of social, some security terms imposed by government on them. That is also very important topic. So revise that, and we will proceed for that in the next GD. Fine. Anything you want to say or ask?
Sir, what improvements that I should do?
Tell me, Devendra.
Improvements. Yes, sir.
Tell me, Devendra.
सर इम्प्रूवमेंट्स क्या जरूरत है
आपको? देवेंद्र, एक तो स्ट्रक्चर को फॉलो करना है, इंट्रोडक्शन का स्ट्रक्चर होता है एक, और बीच में भी आपको पार्टिसिपेट करना है, और आपको कंटेंट एनरिचमेंट चाहिए, कंटेंट को थोड़ा सा और एनरिच करो, और एक एग्रेशन होना चाहिए एक पार्टिसिपेट करने का आपके अंदर, एक ईगरनेस होनी चाहिए कि मेरे को पार्टिसिपेट करना है, टू पार्टिसिपेट मोर एंड मोर. दैट पार्ट आल्सो इज रिक्वायर्ड. यू शुड डू दैट आल्सो. So that part will come with practice only. You will do more practice, and that will come to you. Fine. Right? Anything else you want to say? Okay. Then I think.
सर फार्मर बिल पे अभी क्या पूछ सकते हैं?
फार्मर बिल पूरे का पूरा ही फार्म बिल के ऊपर पूरा ही होता है. वो फार्म बिल पड़ा हुआ है वहां पे. पैनल पे उसको एक बार देखो, और किस दिन फार्म बिल एंड न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के ऊपर भी कर लेंगे, राइट?
ठीक है।
वो जितने भी मैंने वीडियो वहां पे डाले हैं उनको सुनो एक बार आप, मोर और लेस सारे करंट इश्यूज उसमें कवर हो रहे हैं। आप जो टॉपिक का पैनल पे पढ़ा हुआ उनको सुनना स्टार्ट कर दो, दैट विल बी द बेस्ट इफ यू डू दैट, राइट? मैंने काफी वीडियोस उस पे फार्म बिल वगैरह पे रखे हुए हैं वहां पे अलग अलग लोगों के, डू दैट, फाइन?
ओके सर, यस,
ओके, थैंक यू एंड गुड नाइट।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir.